I'm Russell Stopford. I'm the Chief Digital Officer of Paris Saint Germain. I worked in football for the last 8 years at other clubs and also in global sports media. And before that I was a digital entrepreneur, which is how I essentially became to work in football in a digital capacity. And most recently I've obviously been working in Paris for Paris Saint Germain, and the role is encompassing everything from digital content, digital product, and also CRM, data, emerging platforms, AI, virtual reality, augmented reality. So it's a wide role, and I think my experience of working in football is that there's only more and further acceleration to come. So it's a very exciting time to work in digital and football. The purpose of my presence here today is I was invited to come and talk to students to share my experience of working in Paris Saint Germain in digital. And I think it was particularly relevant for the class that we were talking to today. But I think really for me, I think the sort of selfish side of this is that it's great to meet potential students that want to work in our field, so we can find new talent and find opportunities to work together. So hopefully we can inspire the next generation of people that want to come and work at Paris Saint Germain in the digital team. I think one of the main messages that I was keen to leave with the students today is the fact that it's such a varied role and that I occupy, and I think the world of digital, I think it's all encompassing now. I think there are very few parts of the business of a football club which aren't touched by digital. So I really just wanted to give that impression that broadly it's a field and it's an area which is rapidly expanding and rapidly growing and evolving, but there's lots of different opportunities for people to start working in football. And I also wanted to talk a little bit about my background, because I didn't come from a pure sports background. I came from more of a sort of digital media background, and so I really wanted to sort of show that there's different routes into football, and hopefully that will inspire some people to think about maybe working for Paris Saint Germain, whether it's in digital or in other parts of the team in the future. I think the role of digital in sports is enormous, because as we can see with the changes that are happening within the broadcast world, and I think most people, when they think of going to a football match or experiencing a football match, I think you think about being at the stadium, you think about maybe watching it with a group of friends in a bar or maybe at home. And I think it's changing. I think the way that people are consuming football now is radically different. And I think also, what's fascinating for me as I sort of work in football in digital is seeing how different audiences adapt to different channels. And I think we're keen to make our content relevant for younger audiences, which is one of the great things about coming today to talk to a younger audience is obviously to hear the questions that they want to ask, because that gives us an idea of the relevance that we're having to younger audiences. And I think it's vital, I think, that we stay connected to not just audiences of young students, but also audiences of the next generation of fans who are maybe between the ages of 7 and 10 when they make their first allegiance with a football club. So there's stuff that we can do where we can go out and talk to students and to children of other ages, where we can really understand more about what we can do in the future to make those digital experiences relevant for those audiences.